I had just my ring light so you can see it in my glasses. Hi, I'm Lindsay. So this is my first YouTube intro. I don't know how to do this. I am a freelance copywriter. I am also a copywriting coach. My business is called Mind My Content. Check her out. Anyways, I'm making a video today because I get asked this one question over and over and over. The question I get asked all the time is, as an aspiring freelance copywriter, how the heck do I find clients? And that's a great question to ask, of course, right? You can't be a freelance copywriter without clients. So it's an important question to ask. So we're going to get right to it. There are 4 methods that I use to find freelance copywriting clients, and they work whether you have no experience or a lot of experience. Some of them, if you have a lot of experience, you might not need to use like job boards and stuff, but these are all great avenues to get started as a freelance writer. So the first one is LinkedIn, okay? You do not need to be posting on every social media platform that there is, okay? It's actually going to be a disadvantage if you do that. You can't master all of the channels, okay? That's basically what I'm getting at. Is if you stretch yourself so thin on all of these social media platforms, there's a 0% chance that you're going to be able to master them all, okay? And so the better strategy is to pick one platform and to do it well. And LinkedIn is that platform because it's a networking social media site, right? It's a networking platform. That's what it's designed to do. And companies go on LinkedIn to find talent, okay? So you're going to be that talent that they're going to find. So let's talk about how you can use LinkedIn for your freelance copywriting business. The number one thing that I want you to do is to create a killer LinkedIn profile, okay? And I have a blog coming really soon that's going to talk about this in more detail that I will link in the comments below or the description. But basically, you are going to optimize all the content that's on your profile so that you can show up for people searching for the freelance writing niche that you choose. And that's a whole nother conversation that we can talk about in another video, picking your niche. So what you're going to do is you're going to optimize your headline on your LinkedIn account. So the way that you're going to do this is you are going to very simply state what you do, okay? I am a freelance SEO copywriter. And so that is on my headline. I am a freelance SEO copywriter, and I also have the niche that I work in. It's my cat. The world is their oyster. I don't control them. Okay, maybe calm down. Let's go. Cute. Anyhow, so you are going to state what you do, and you're going to state your area of expertise. If you don't yet have a niche, just quickly think about what industries either you have experience in or sound appealing to you. Could be like hospitality, which would include like travel writing if you aspire to be a travel writer, finance, marketing, health. Those are all pretty common niches that you can choose. So your headline is going to be what you do and your niche, okay? And then you are going to optimize your bio as well. So your LinkedIn bio is going to tell your searchers who you are, what you do, and it's going to include a call to action or a CTA. LinkedIn showcases 1 to 2 paragraphs above the fold in your bio. So you want to make sure that you have a very compelling first paragraph, short, compelling first paragraph, and a call to action above the fold, okay? So it's going to be above where you can expand the rest of the text, because some people might not expand it, and so you want the most important things up first, okay? So on my LinkedIn bio, which I will put somewhere in this video, maybe around here, I have a little hook and then a CTA to book a call with me on my website. And then the rest of my bio, I expand more on my experience, what I do. If you have experience, you're definitely going to want to lead with that. I have this many years of experience. I'm looking to work with these kinds of clients. If you have live samples, you can say my work has been shown in this, this, and this, okay? If you don't have experience, you're going to talk about your genius is what I call it, okay? Your genius is what makes you special, okay? It's what you do best, all right? And writers have different geniuses, okay? So this is really going to be, really about showing why someone would want to work with you even though you don't have experience. And it's because you have this very specific genius that sets you apart. It's your competitive advantage. So example of a genius might be that you write content in order to break down systemic barriers, or you are able to communicate information in a more digestible way through your writing. So it's going to be the very unique skill that you have that you then use writing to execute. And I can create another video on this if there is interest. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so if you do not have experience, you're going to use this genius in your bio, okay? So through my freelance writing work, I use this very unique genius to create compelling content for X, Y, and Z clients or types of businesses. And you're going to really want to make this inspiring, okay, because you don't have experience to show yet. So you're going to want it to be very enticing for businesses. And then at the end of your bio, I want you to include some keywords about your niche and your experience, if you have it, and the type of writing that you do. So in my bio, I have some keywords around SEO, content strategy, copywriting, and then some niches that I want to work in, including like wellness and health, okay? These are all going to help make your profile appear when searchers are looking for a freelance writer to work with. Next, I want you to expand your experience section. And don't worry if you don't have experience yet. I'm going to chat about this a little bit. So obviously, if you have experience, you're going to really want to build out your sections, and you're going to want to include any previous examples of your work and any specifics about like what you worked on. And you're going to really want to fluff up this content a little bit. Not marketing fluff, it's different than that. Just make it sound more enticing, okay? Next, I want you to include live samples of your work in your featured work section. So those that have experience and have live samples of real client work, fantastic, include those. If you don't have experience, that's okay, because what you're going to do is you're going to create spec work. Okay, spec work is basically fake work that you made up that you can then still show to clients to showcase your style of writing and what you want to specialize in. So you can create a blog on different platforms if you want to focus on blog writing. You can do it on Medium, WordPress, whatever. Next, I want you to add a providing services section to your profile. You can find this somewhere in your settings. So this is going to help searchers find you when they're looking for freelance writers. And you're going to include the services that you provide, obviously. And if you don't yet provide services, think about some of the services that we'd want to provide. So copywriters frequently provide article writing, social media writing, product descriptions, website copy, all sorts of things. So do a little bit of research and consider the services that you want to provide. That is optimizing your LinkedIn. I know that was a lot, but LinkedIn is important, and so I wanted to spend a good amount of time on that. But beyond that, there are things that you can do on LinkedIn to find prospects. So what I want you to do is I want you to slide into the DMs, okay? But I'm going to teach you how to do it so it's not salesy sounding. So here's my challenge for you to get started prospecting on LinkedIn, okay? I want you to set a goal for yourself in the next 2 weeks, dependent on your schedule. Choose 10 businesses that you'd love to work with that you have a connection with. So a connection could be your location. Are there businesses around you in your region that you would love to work with? Let's see, do they have a similar interest as you? Is it a product or a service that you already use? Sometimes I like to connect with people who have the same name as me. That's fun. It's always, it makes it seem like a more engaging interaction, a more organic interaction. So I want you to reach out to 10 businesses, okay? I want you to find the best POC, point of contact. These are going to be content managers, marketing directors. I want you to reach out to those people directly instead of HR professionals. And I want you to put a pitch together that showcases either your experience or your genius. Connect with them. You don't have to get the LinkedIn Premium. Just connect with them and add a note. Introduce yourself super quickly. Pitch your genius experience services, and then let them know that if they would like to connect with you, you can either book a call, reach out, some kind of CTA, okay? So I want you to make a challenge, all right? Reach out to 10 businesses in the next 2 weeks. You can do it. And then once you complete those first 10, I want you to continue doing it, basically forever, okay? But it's going to be successful, I promise. Try that. Okay. That's LinkedIn. Number 2 is Upwork or some kind of job board, but I prefer Upwork. Upwork is going to be a huge resource for any beginner freelance writer, but especially those that don't have experience. This is going to be your low-hanging fruit strategy. Upwork is a freelance job board, like I said, and it connects you directly with people who are searching for copywriting needs. So you're going to create an Upwork profile, and you're going to optimize your profile with the same information that you already created with LinkedIn. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just put what you put on your LinkedIn, put it on your Upwork. And any relevant experience links, all that. And then you are going to start applying to the jobs that are posted on Upwork. So the point of using Upwork is to get your first few projects going, okay? Because it's hard to get your first few projects, and so you might need to take some lower paying jobs at the beginning. At the beginning, okay? I promise you will build up your referrals, you'll build up your live examples, and you're going to be able to start pricing yourself more competitively. But as a beginner, I'm sorry, but usually you got to start there, okay? So apply to any job. I want you to apply to any job that's not like super scammy and like super low, okay? But if it's low, I want you to still take it, okay? Because you need those first few projects. But the benefit is, 1, you get live examples of your work. 2, you'll be able to, depending on the project, you'll be able to get some metrics that you can then use to put on your portfolio. I got this client, this many views, this many, monthly traffic from an article. You'll be able to put that in your portfolio, and it's going to look really good. But number 3, most importantly, you're going to get some testimonials. Testimonials are huge. This builds up your credibility as a freelance writer. And so I want you to look at Upwork as getting paid to build your portfolio. That's how I look at it, and that's how I want you to look at it, okay? You are going to get testimonials, you are going to get live samples, and hey, it's either create free spec work or take some low paying jobs that at least you're going to get paid for. So do that. Number 3 is cold pitching. So it is similar to the pitching that you're going to do on LinkedIn, but you are going to be emailing these people. So take a second and think about your dream future. What are you doing? Who are you working with? What are those businesses that you just absolutely love to work with? And they could be like dream clients that are like up here, or they could be more realistic clients that you actually think that, hey, they'll probably want to work with me. I have a little bit of experience. You're going to build up a list, okay? Make a list of all these businesses, and then you're going to go to their websites. And you're going to look to see if they have a blog or the type of content that you provide a service for. Obviously, if they don't have that, it might not be a great, option to cold pitch them. But if you do article writing and they have a blog, hey, there you go. So I'm going to link a cold pitching template down below. And these are going to be some templates that you can use to then customize each of your cold pitches when you're reaching out to people. The key for cold pitching, okay? Listen to me. The key for cold pitching, and it's the same as LinkedIn, you need to have a connection with that person. You need to personalize it. No one is going to read and definitely not respond to a super salesy cold pitch. You need this to sound organic, okay? So you have to include a personalized bit in there. And if you don't have anything to personalize, you don't have anything in common with them, then you know it's not a good fit, and don't cold pitch them. Because I don't want you spending tons of time sending all of these random cold pitches because they're not personalized and no one is responding, okay? So you are going to personalize it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get, okay? I promise. But you're going to try to make it sound as organic as possible. Great. Sounds good. Number 4 is dormant ties, okay? You're going to connect with your dormant ties. Some of my first clients as a freelance copywriter were old bosses and colleagues. So I want you to reach out, even if you didn't do any writing work for your old colleagues or bosses, people that you liked working with, people that you have, somewhat of a relationship with. You might not have talked to them in a while, but I want you to reach out to them and try to set up a call with them. Even if it's not a direct project conversation, it's good to expand your network. Let people know that you are now a freelance copywriter. And yes, posting on social media is good and all, but it's better to get people on the phone and have a one-on-one conversation with them. So I want you to reach out to these dormant ties. They don't even have to be work related. These could be friends from like high school or college, or just anybody that you've had a relationship with that could potentially be a target audience, or who could potentially know your target audience, okay? So you're really just working on expanding your network, putting your name out there, letting them know about your services, because I promise there will be conversations that come up after your calls with them, even if they don't lead to an exact project, where they're like, oh, I know someone who does this service. You should reach out to them. And that's where you're going to get your referrals. So I want you to reach out to all your dormant ties, connect with them, hop on a call with them, okay? And this is going to really help you build your network. And that's it. I know, that was a lot. It was a lot of information, but those are the most successful tactics for getting freelance clients that I have found. And I know it works for other writers, and I know it will work for you if you do what I said about personalization. Don't make it salesy. Reach out to your community, optimize your profile, start applying to freelance job boards, reaching out to LinkedIn connections, expanding your LinkedIn connections. You do all of that, and I guarantee you're going to get at least one client, okay? Keep going. I'm excited to see how these tactics work for you. Let me know in the comments if you get some new phone calls, some new clients. I would love to hear about your experience. Bye!